Greetings, fellow collectors. My name is Yuxing, and today I'm bringing you a quick review of the Hiya Toys Burning Godzilla from Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Before we dive in, a quick note. Months ago, Hiya Toys, a company that produces multiple types of action figures at a reasonable price, announced a King Ghidora figure that just by the prototype, it looks like it was going to be gorgeous. You guys have no idea, but I was excited. I was so excited that I immediately pre-ordered it. But then Hiya Toys made a pro gamer move. Not even waiting to their first release of Ghidorah to even ship to customers, they announced a golden version with beam effects that was somehow a bit cheaper than the original one. And I just couldn't hold myself. I canceled my first one and I ordered that one instead. And it will release soon enough. I'll probably review it, if I'm able to. But while waiting for the Thunder Alien to arrive, why not take a look at the King of the Monsters himself? It will be pretty repetitive of me to say that this figure looks amazing. Keep in mind that my camera might not give this figure enough justice. But man, the sculpt really captures how he looked in the movie. And the paint just helps a lot with how Burning Godzilla appeared at the end of the movie. Now, I do want to add, if I want to try to compare with both the SH Monster Arts and the NECA versions, which I sadly don't have, somehow, even without the translucent plastic, this one much more resembles that burning aspect somehow. Although that might just be my opinion, because bringing those two again, the Monster Arts and the NECA, I actually prefer this one instead. A definitely walking volcano. All parts of the figure are covered with this slightly dark orange color that makes the sculpt pop even more. You can see that with that rocky texture on Godzilla's skin, that it looks like molten lava for some reason. In the dorsal spines we have a yellowish colors that helps not only bring the sculpt to life, but to also resembles where the brights and the more dark parts of the body should look like. I genuinely can't give enough justice to how good this looks in person. It's just impressive. A while ago, since Hiya Toys popped up on my radar, I always compare the articulation of this one to the other companies previously mentioned, and I always thought that if NECA and Monster Arts had a baby, it probably will be Hiya. Fanfics aside, the possibility of this Godzilla is pretty nice. With pretty much his whole body covered in ball joints, well, except for the elbows which are hinges. All of this gives enough range for quite a lot of poses, although it is definitely limited on some areas. Like, he can't really look down as much, and even if the legs do work like pretty good, they're still pretty limited as well. But not really an issue in my book. I feel like it's just pretty good for what you're paying for this. Just a heads up, the tail is the best part of this figure.
Look what I'm planning.
Alright, for accessories, this figure comes with nothing.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Disappointing? Definitely. Am I mad? Not really. In fairness, for how much you pay for this guy, which is about $50 when I bought him, it's not really a big deal if he does or he doesn't come with accessories. I mean, come on, it's not like you're paying like almost close to $100 for a figure that doesn't have accessories, you know? But either way, I do want to ask myself, why are most Godzilla figures not coming with accessories at all? Like, and keep in mind this, most of the action figures that I've seen of Godzilla don't even have an atomic breath. And please don't get me wrong, a few do come with accessories, but compared to how much we spend on these figures, it's sad that most of them do not come with like anything to compensate the price. Okay, rant's over. Because at the end of the day, it's not really a big deal if this figure specifically doesn't bring any accessories to the table. It's really perfect as it is. So anyway, let's move on. Hiya has a tendency to have their monster figures to be around the 7 inches, and I don't mind this, although it won't scale really good with the Monster Arts figures. But I also don't mind. So here's him compared to the original release of the SH Monsters Godzilla from the movie Godzilla King of the Monsters of 2019. Here's him with Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong 2021, Mecha Godzilla from the same movie, the NECA Bio Goji from Godzilla vs. Biolante, and finally SH Monster Arts Final Goji from Godzilla Final Wars. After a long while of having this guy, I can certainly say I'm satisfied with how good this figure is. Sure, it doesn't have accessories like other Hiya figures do, but in reality, there wasn't much this figure could come with. And again, for the price, I feel like it's definitely a keeper. Sadly, this figure is out of stock, and if you try to find him elsewhere, you may have to pay the SH Monsters standard of a price. So overall, this is an amazing figure that I highly recommend if you're able to find it. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll probably see you on the next one. Good night, fellow collectors.